بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي الحمد لله رب العالمين. We are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson. Okay, if you can remember in the previous lesson, we stopped at where he says that his paternal uncle went وذهب عمي فاشترى تذاكر القطار. His paternal uncle went and he bought the ticket of the train. Okay, tazkiratun is a ticket, a single ticket is called tazkiratun. Tazakiru is a plural. Okay, but here it is tazakira having fatha because it is the object, it is the maf'ulun bihi of this particular verb. Ishtara, he bought. That is what he bought in Arabic. We all know that the maf'ulun bihi, the verb, the object of the verb is always going to be mansub, right? So that is why it is having fatha. So we are going to continue from here. After he bought the ticket, whatever happened, so let's continue. وَسَأَلْتُ أَمِّي بمعنى he asked his paternal uncle when he returned from buying the ticket عن النول فقال, he asked him about the nawl. ما معنى النول? What is the meaning of nawl? Nawl is what we term as today, in today's terms, I mean in modern Arabic, a fare. A fare, when you enter a car, you have to pay a fare, right? So the fare of the ticket, that was what he asked him. Bimana, he's asking him how much he bought the ticket, right? Because the ticket is apparently the fare of boarding the train, right? So he asked him anin nawla about the fare. Faqala, and then he said, inna nawla, indeed the fare, salasu rubiyatin, is 3 rupees. Okay, 3 rupees, that's the price. Wa rubiyatun wa nisfun laka, and then 1.5 rupees for you. Rubiyatun is just a singular of rubiyat. Okay, rubiyatun is plural, jam'u muannas salim, right? And then rubiyatun is just singular. Okay, so bimana 1 rupees, 1 nisfun, and then half. So 1.5 for you, bimana, because he is small, for him they bought his tickets for 1.5 rupees. Wakultu, and I said, li'ammi, to my paternal uncle, a'tini tazkirati, give me my ticket. A'tini, the verb is a'ta, he gave. Okay, yu'ti, he is given. I hope that is clear. A'ta, he gave. Okay, inna a'tainaka al-kawsar, like Allah is talking to the prophet. Inna a'tainaka, we have given you al-kawsar. Okay, we have given you al-kawsar. And what is kawsar? Okay, abundant good. Okay, khairun kasir. Okay, there are a lot of things that the mufassirun they list. Okay, so the main verb we need there is the a'ta. As I said, a'ta means he gave. So a'taitu, I gave you. Sorry, I give. A'taitu, I give. A'taituka, I give you. So a'tini, it is the command form, the fi'l al-amr. So a'tini tazkirati, give me my ticket. Okay. Faqala ammi, and then my uncle says, innaka tudayyi'u tazkirataka, you will misplace. The verb here is dayya'a. Dayya'a is to misplace something. So for example, if I say ana dayya'tu mali, I misplaced my money. Okay, so dayya'a, he misplaced. Yudayyi'u, he is misplacing. So he say innaka tudayyi'u, you will misplace. In Arabic, the present tense and then the future tense, they are similar, they are the same. We don't have, sometimes they add sin or sawfa, but it is not compulsory. The verb can just be this way and it will mean the future tense. So here it means the future tense, right? But this is a present tense verb, fi'l al-mudari. We only have 3 tenses in Arabic. Okay, fi'l al-madi, past tense, fi'l al-mudari, present tense, and then fi'l al-amr, command. Okay, so the fi'l al-mudari is sometimes used for the future. Okay, and sometimes they add sin and sawfa to it. But as I said, sometimes they just leave it like that and it will still mean future. So innaka tudayyi'u, it's not that indeed you are misplacing. Okay, it means you will in the future, you will misplace it. So that's what he told him. Innaka tudayyi'u tazkirataka, you will misplace your ticket. So he said he should give the ticket to him. He told his uncle to give, but his uncle said he will misplace it. So he didn't want to give it to him. So if you can remember, we did something like dollar. Okay. Can I remember the part where we saw that word? Okay, let's continue. If I remember, I'll tell you. In the previous lesson, we came across similar word. So that was what I was trying to remember. Okay, so let's read here. فَقُلْتُ, and I said, La, no, سَأُحَافِظُ عَلَى تَذْكِرَتِي, I will preserve my ticket. Bimana, I'll take good care of it. To preserve something, to take good care of something is what called hafiz. Okay, hafiz ala. The verb is hafiz ala. He guarded it. Okay, he took good care of it. He protected it. So for example, Allah says, Hafizu ala salawati al-wusta. Okay, so Hafizu ala salati was salawati al-wusta. Guide your prayers. Okay, guide the prayers was salati al-wusta, and then the middle prayer. Okay, Allah is commanding us. Okay, so I think Surah Al-Baqarah, right? Hafizu ala salati was salati al-wusta. So this Hafiz Allah, when it comes with that Hafiz Allah, it mostly come together. It's an expression. Okay, when you see it, you mostly see it together with this Allah. Okay, okay. So Hafiz Allah, I will guard, or I will take good care of it. I will protect, I will preserve it. That's what he's saying. Okay, I'll take good care of it. Tazkirati, I'll take good care of my tazkirati, my ticket, inshallah. Okay, inshallah, if Allah wills. Bimana, with the will of Allah, right? Fa'atani, and then he gave it to me. So you see the verb a'ta. I just told you the verb is a'ta, he give. Fa is a conjunction, harf al-atf. So fa'atani, then he gave me my, when I said that, he gave me the ticket. Tazkirati, my ticket. وَوَضَعْتُهَا, and I place it. Wada'a means to place. Wada'a, he placed. Okay, وَوَضَعْتُهَا indi, and I place it with me. دَخَلْنَا الْمَحَطَّةِ ثَرَأَيْنَا رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً وَأَطْفَالًا وَرَأَيْنَا زِحَامًا شَدِيدًا. Okay. دَخَلْنَا الْمَحَطَّةِ, we entered the station. They entered the station. فَرَأَيْنَا رِجَالًا, and then we saw men. كَثِيرًا, a lot. Several men. وَنِسَاءً, and women. وَأَطْفَالًا, and then children. Tiflun is a child. Atfalun is a plural. Children. So, وَأَطْفَالًا, they are all fatha. You see, atfalan, nisa'an, rijalan, kasiran. They are fatha. They are all having fatha on the last letter, on their last letters, because they are all maf'ulun bihi. Okay, they are the objects of the verb ra'a, they saw. They are those that they saw, so they are masub. Okay, or atfalan, and then children. Wara'ayna zihaman shadidan. We have seen zihaman, crowd, right? We have seen this one in the first lesson. Okay, I can't remember that. Okay, I can't remember that. But he, in the park, when he talked about Mubarat, he went to the Mubarat and he's talked about there was a crowd there in the first lesson. Wara'ayna zihaman shahidan, and then I saw a lot of crowd. I mean, a severe crowd. Shadidan, bimana, it was severe. The crowd was severe. Wasami'na aswatan nasi, we heard the voices of people. Okay, wa'atfal. Okay, wa'atfal, and then of children, bimana, the voice of people and then children. Wasayhat al-hammalin, and then the scream. Sayha is a loud scream. Okay, sayha is what? Is a loud scream. Okay, so for example, even Allah talk about it. When Allah is talking about, what's the name? The people of Samud. This was what Allah used to destroy them. Okay. Ya Allah, protect us. Allah talk about this. He said that Inna arsalna alayhim sayhatan wahidatan fakanu kahashim al-muhtazir. This was what Allah says. Inna arsalna alayhim sayhatan, a loud scream. a severe one. That's what we call soiha, scream. Okay. This was people who disobeyed Allah. And Allah just sent this sound. I mean, whether it was from an angel or whatever. Scream once and everything. فَكَانُوا كَحَشِيمِ الْمُحْتَزِرِ. Subhanallah. They became like twist. I mean, what's the name? Woos, broken woos, pieces of woos. Subhanallah. As if they were just nothing. Those who claim they were, yes, whose kufr was to an extent that they think there's no power anywhere, right? It's very, very scary. May Allah protect us. So soiha is, as I said, is a severe scream. A loud scream. Okay, so when people are screaming, this is what we call soihatun. So scream. Okay. So wasayhat al-hammalin, and then the scream of hammalin, those people who are carrying goods for people and then they are collecting money. Wasafir al-qatirati. Okay, safirun means whistling. Okay, safirun means whistle. The verb there is safira. Okay, he whistled. I hope that's clear. So the safirun is the whistle of al-qatirati, of the what's the name? The train. Okay, the train. You know the train, it uses whistle as is, should I say, as horn, right? As is horn. So that's the horn of the train. But this specifically mean is talking about whistling. Okay. So wakana kitoruna, and then our train mutaakhiran was a little bit, delaying. When we say mutaakhiran, mostly we say ta'akhartu. You have delayed. You are late. Okay, so when we say mutaakhiran, bimana, when you say, this is used for a thing. This is a noun. Okay, mutaakhiran. Okay, bimana, when we use it for a noun or when we use it for something, it means the thing is delaying. It is not going at its normal speed as they wanted. That's what they are trying to say. It was delayed. It was a little bit, slower. Let me put it that way. Okay. وكان القطار متأخرا. Okay. فذهبنا. As I said, the verb is تأخر, to delay. Okay, so for example, you are sitting in a meeting, someone is absent, then the person just arrived, but you have already started the meeting. So I'll tell the person تأخرت, you have delayed, you are late. Okay, so تأخر means تأخر, he delayed. يتأخر, he is delaying. Okay, so متأخر is the person who delayed. We call the person mutaakhir. Or that when it is a thing that is delaying, the thing could also be called mutaakhir. So وكان القطار, and then the train was mutaakhir. بمعنى it was moving slowly, it was delaying. فذهبنا إلى المنظرة, and then we went to the manzarati. This is a place where they try to look, to peep, and then see what is happening outside. Okay, we can see nazara ila, to watch. Okay, nazara ila means what? To watch. Okay. So manzarati. Okay, I think this is, in Arabic we call this zarf. Ism makan. Okay, ism makan. Okay, we call it ism makan. A place where that thing can take place. It's a place where you can go and then you can watch. So they went to that place. وَجَلَسْنَا قَلِيلًا, and then we sat a little. ثُمَّ جِئْتُ إِلَى الرَّصِيفِ. So I went to the Rasif. Mama Rasif. Rasif means pavement. Okay, pavement. Or, when they usually, when you look at it, they make a small thing for people for comfortability of people. So for example, on the road, you see that it's not just that the road is not just meant for only cars. You see, they have a small portion by the by the sizes. Okay, when we look at the sizes, they have a small place that they designate for those walking. Okay, pedestrians. They have this small portion. We can call that place a rasif. Okay, we can call it a rasif. So that place is only for human beings. Okay, so we call it a rasif, the pavement. He says that so majority to ila rasif. So he went to that pavement. Li'ara, why? Li'ara halija al-kitaru. This lam, we call it lam al-ta'lil. Okay, for reason, it comes for reason. Li'ara, to see. Halija al-kitaru, has the train came. Okay, whether the train has came or not. Summa raja'tu ila al-manzarati. Then I returned to the manzara, the place where they sit and then they watch. Wa ba'da qalilin, and after a small time, or after a little time, ja al-kitaru, the train came. فخرجنا من المنظرة, and then we went out, or we left from the manzarati. وقام الناس, and then the people stood up. The people were sitting waiting for the train. They stood up. كلهم, all of them, على الرصيف. Okay, then they all got up to the pavement. وقف القطار, and then the train came and stopped. وقف means to stop. Okay, when you are walking and then you stop, it means it's called waqafa. Waqafa, he stopped. Okay, but when you are sitting and then you also stand up, it also means waqafa. Okay, bimana qama. Okay, stood up. Okay. So it could mean to stand. Mostly when you use waqafa ala, it means to stand on. So also, for example, you stood on my book. I'll say waqafta ala kitabi. You stood on my book, or you step on it. Okay. So when it comes with Allah, it will mean you actually stand or step on something. Okay, but waqafa here means to stop. Waqafa al-kitab, and then the train stopped. Wa nazala unasun wa rakiba unasun, and then the people. Unasun is a plural of insan. Okay, wa nazala unasun, and then people descended. Wa rakiba unasun, and then other people rode. So there were people in the train. When the train stopped, those people came out. Warakiba unasun, and then a new set of people boarded the train. That's what he's saying. Warakibna, and then we also board the train. Okay. So he says, Wakuntu utillu min al-kitari wa ara al-manazira. Wakuntu utillu, and I was utillu. When we have kana plus a present tense verb, it means what? I was. I was doing the verb. Okay, I used to do. The man, you were doing it in the present tense. I'm saying the present. In the past tense, you were doing it repeatedly. It wasn't just once that you did it. Okay, wakuntu utillu, and I was utillu. Peeping or watching. When you go in there, you try to gaze at. When you peep through, it comes for the word. That's the appropriate word, peeping. When you peep through, whether it's small hole, to see something, like you are peeping through a window to see at the back of your room or whatever. That's where this particular verb is coming from. Okay. So utillu, I was peeping. Min al-kitar, from the train. War aral manazira. Okay. So that was what he was doing. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Then he says, وَكَانَ الزِّحَامُ شَدِيدًا, and then the crowd was severe. في القطار, in the train, bimana several people boarded the train, so the train was inside, it was crowded. وَجَاءَ الْبَاءَةُ Al-ba'a is the seller. Okay. Al-ba'a is the seller. Waja'a al-ba'atu. Then the seller came. Okay. Waja'ala an-nasu yashtaruna. And then the people began buying. This ja'ala, in the previous lesson, I told you ja'ala is sometimes used for a particular set of verbs, or is used with a particular set of verbs that we call af'al shuru. Okay, they come to mean something begin happening. Okay, something begin happening. I give you the example in the previous lesson. If you can remember, let me repeat it. When I can remember my example very well, the example I gave in the last lesson, I told you that when Adam and Hawa alayhim salatu wassalam, when they ate from the tree, you know, Allah had honored them with clothing. It was an honor. Okay. But when they disobeyed Allah by eating the tree, what happened? The dress took off. Allah made it go, stripped from them. Okay. So Allah says, Atafiqa yakhsifani alayhima min warakil jannah. They were rushing, they began tearing out leaves, okay, of Jannah to cover their private parts. Okay, so that tafiqa there, it means they began. So if I could have also say faja'ala, they began yakhsifani alayhima min warakil jannah. It will mean the same thing. Okay, because those group of verbs, they come to mean something began doing something. Okay, something began. So here, ja'ala means in its normal state, it means to make. Okay, ja'ala means to make. But here it doesn't mean the people make yashtaruna wa ya'kuluna. The people make buying and then eating. It means the people began buying and eating. Okay, so it comes to mean began. So there are sets of verbs, we call them the af'al shuru. We have ja'ala, okay, we have akhaza, we have tafiqa. I hope that is clear. And then there are several, inshallah. One day I'll try to list all of them for us so that we will see them and we will know that whenever they are used, they may be used to mean that something began happening, but not necessarily their real meaning. So وَجَعَلَ النَّاسُ يَشْتَرُونَ وَيَأْكُلُونَ, and then the people began buying and then eating. وَاشْتَرَى بَعْضُ النَّاسِ مِنَ الْبَاعَةِ, and then some people bought from the seller hadaya. Hadaya means gift. لِأَصْدِقَائِهِمْ, for their friends, وَأَقَارِبِهِمْ, and their close relatives. وَبَعْدَ قَلِيلٍ, and then after a small time, safara. So you see the verb safara. Let me show you. Okay, what is the safir? Okay, I think we saw it at the top there, right? Aha, there's it. Safira. Okay, safir. Safirun is the whistle. Okay, safir is the whistle. But the verb is safara. He whistled. Okay, yasfiru, he is whistling. So that is the verb here that he's pointing out here. Okay, see here. You see here. Wabada qalina, after a little. Safara aminul kitar. Safara, he whistled. Aminul kitar, the one in charge of the kitar. Aminun could mean, what's the name? A trustworthy person. But it could also mean someone who is in charge. Okay, someone who has been left in charge. The man is trusted with a particular thing to be in charge of something. We call the person Amin. So when they say Aminul Kitar, the man, the one who was in charge of the trade. Okay. And then after a little, Safara Aminul Kitar, the one who was in charge of a train, he whistled. وَهَزَّ الْعَلَمَ الْأَخْضَرَ. Hazza means he shook. Okay, when you shake something, we call it hazza. He shook. Okay, hazza. You are shaking something, whether you are shaking a flag or you are shaking something. That's what we call hazza. So wa hazza al-alama. And then he shook the flag. So they say alam al-akhdara, the green flag. So they have a green flag. He begins shaking the flag. Okay. فَأَسْرَعَ النَّاسُ, and then the people hastened. أَسْرَعَ يُسْرِعُ. أَسْرَعَ, he hastened. يُسْرِعُ, he is hastening. وَدَخَلُوا فِي الْقِطَارِ. بمعنى when he shake it, it means something. وَدَخَلُوا فِي الْقِطَارِ, and then the people were hastening and then they were entering into the train. وَتَحَرَّكَتِ الْقَاطِرَةُ, and then the train moved. When we say تَحَرَّكَ, بمعنى something, it moves. Okay, تَحَرَّكَ means to move. Okay, yourself, you are not moving something, you yourself is moving. So if I say تَحَرَّكْتُ, I moved. Okay, وَتَحَرَّكَتِ الْقَاطِرَةُ, the train moved. وَسَارَ الْقِطَارُ, and then Sara here means, okay, it's just similar, it's just a similar thing. Sara means to move, okay, to go around. So for example, let's say siru fil ard, that's the command form. Siru fil ard, fanzuru kayfa bada Allahu Khair. Okay, go around the earth and then see how Allah began with creation. Okay, Allah began with creation. Allah's commanding us that we should go and then find out how creation began. Okay, how creation began. So we shouldn't be afraid of going into those areas. There are people who just think that when you go and study, what's their name, all these things, Charles Darwin and all these people, what they did. Because what happens is that if we don't study it as Muslims, if we don't study it, disbelievers, non-Muslims, they will come and study it and they will come out with assumptions. They are not even correct too. They just come out with assumptions that doesn't even go in contrary with Islam. Okay? But if we Muslims, if we study it, we still have, a little bit of information from the Quran. When we study it, we're going to come out. But it is not, Muslims have not been able to do a real progressive research in this particular field. Okay? Most of the research that has been done about creation, the manner how creation began, is mostly non-Muslims, right? Okay, but Allah is saying that we should try to find out. Siru fil ard, fanzuru kayfa bada Allahu Khair. So go on the earth. So siru means to move. Sarah, he moved. Okay, or he's going. So if, for example, when Musa alayhi salatu was salam, let's use it for Musa alayhi salatu was salam. فَلَمَّا قَادَ مُوسَى الْعَجْلَ وَسَارَ بِأَهْلِهِ. You see, وَسَارَ بِأَهْلِهِ. When Musa alayhi salatu was salam, he finished his term. He was spending a time in a particular house of an old man. Okay, he stayed there for several years. So Allah says, فَلَمَّا قَضَى مُوسَى الْأَجْلَ, when Musa completed the ajal, that particular period, وَسَارَ بِأَهْلِهِ, and he was moving with his family. So you see this one, Sarah, to move. He was moving with his family. So Sarah means he is moving. وَسَارَ الْكِطَارُ, so the train moved. It was going. Okay. وَدَخَلَ نَقَّابٌ. Okay. Nakbun is a hole. That's the root word here. Nakbun, a hole. Let me give you an example so that it will stick. Okay, I'd like to give an example, especially in relation to the Quran. I want at least, as we are reading the Quran, you have a very deep connection with the Quran. And even in Salat, when the Imam is reciting, we have khushu. At least I will have to understand what the Quran is really talking about, and then we also it will improve our khushu. And what happens is that, so please, as we learn here, try to, whatever small you are learning, try to relate it to the Quran, at least to improve your understanding, to improve our understanding. The Quran. So Nakbun, as I said, is a hole. It comes in Surah Kahf. if you can remember the story of Zulkarnain, when he went to a particular village, okay, he went to a particular people. Allah talk about it. He went to a particular people. So they told him that Inna Ya'juj wa Ma'juj mufsiduna fil ard. Ya'juj and Ma'juj, they are causing corruption fil ard, on the earth. They were disturbing them a lot. They were causing a lot of chaos. That was what the people, they complained to him. Okay, so he told them that he was able to help them to construct a dam. We all know about this, to prevent them from crossing to those people again. So when he finished, Allah commented on it by saying that فَمَسْتَطَاعُوا, okay, فَمَسْتَطَاعُوا أَنْ يَزْهَرُوهُ وَمَسْتَطَاعُوا لَهُ نَقْبًا. Okay, فَمَسْتَطَاعُوا, okay, فَمَسْتَطَاعُوا أَنْ يَزْهَرُوهُ وَمَسْتَطَاعُوا لَهُ نَقْبًا. فَمَسْتَطَاعُوا أَنْ يَزْهَرُوا, they weren't able to appear behind it, to get themselves across that particular barrier that he has created. وَمَسْتَطَاعُوا لَهُ نَقْبًا. This is what I want. The last ending. وَمَسْتَطَاعُوا لَهُ نَقْبًا. The actual verb is nakbun, a hole. They weren't able to penetrate, to make a hole in that barrier that he has Zulkarnain created for these people. Okay, so nakbun is the hole. Okay, you can check it up. Surah Al-Kahf. Okay, the ending part where the story of Musa and Musa, Zulkarnain is mentioned. Okay, so what? So nakabun will mean what? The one who does that. Okay, the one who does that. But it means the person does it a lot. There is a mubalaga in this. Mubalaga. You see the shadda on the cuff. It comes to mean mubalaga. Okay. Yani the person does it a lot. So that's what the person does. That's the job of the person. So he's always doing that for a living. Okay. Nakabun. He penetrates things. He makes holes in things. The image he's trying to point here is that when they enter the train, someone comes around and make holes in the tickets. He tried to destroy the ticket so that you can't use a particular ticket twice. Okay, that's what the image he's trying to paint for us. Okay, someone may enter with a ticket. Later on, he can use it again, but he's trying to say that this person make perforations, holes in the tickets so that you can't use it again. Okay. وَدَخَلَ النَّقَّابٌ. So this person, the naqabun, is the one who makes nakbun, holes in the tickets. في عربتنا, in our araba. Arabatun is actually it's not really available in these modern times. Okay, but previously when you go to the Arab lands, you see some small cars that they use. Okay, it's just like small. Most of the time, tricycle. It have 3 legs. This particular cars with 3 legs. You see those small cars, and they're also functioning like a car. So that's what we call an Arabatun. Okay, so fi Arabatina, in our car. Fanaqaba tazakirana, and then he perforated. Naqaba tazakirana, our tickets. So naqaba, as I said, the verb is just naqaba, to make a penetration in something. So if I say naqabtu haza, I made a hole in this. Okay, I made a hole in it. Okay, so naqaba is a verb. Naqaba, he made a hole. But if I say naqaba, if I put shadda, like you can see the shadda on the cuff. If I say naqaba, if I put shadda on the cuff, bimana يعني تكرير الأمر, تكرير الفعل, بمعنى you did the thing several times, or you did it a lot. It comes to mean mubalaga. We call it mubalaga, exaggeration. You did the thing several times. Okay, like kasara. Kasara means you broke. But if I say kasara, you broke it into several pieces. You just broke the thing severely. You broke it into several pieces. You did it extravagantly. Okay, so when you put the shadda on the verb, a 3-letter verb, you put the shadda on the middle. We call this one form 2, fa'ala family. Okay, fa'ala family. In Sarf, they are within the form 2. Okay. So it means, yani, mubalagha, it comes from mubalagha. We did the thing extravagant, we did it, severely. So this person, that's why he just go around doing it. So that's why we call him naqabun. Initially, it should have been nakibun. Nakibun is just one who just penetrates once. But naqabun, if they put the shadow like that, it means he does this, continuously. Tazakirana, our tickets, waraddaha ilayna, and then he returned it to us. Radda yaruddu. Radda, he returned. Yaruddu, he is returning. Not himself, he's not returning like he went and he's returning. No, he's returning something. You took something from someone and you are returning the thing. This verb needs an object. It is a muta'addi verb. Okay, muta'addi verb. It needs an object. It's not done by the person himself. So waraddaha, he did that to the ticket and then he returned it. When he perforated it, he make a hole in the ticket. He will give it back to you. That's what he's saying. Okay. Ilayna, to us. Okay. So we have here, let's take this part. I think this is the last page of it. وفي الطريق تغدينا, on the road, or on the way, تغدينا, we took our lunch, bizadi, by the provisions. You can remember he said they had a zad with them. وَخَادِمُ يُحَيِّهُ الزَّادِ, the servant was preparing the zad, this particular zad provision. They had their lunch from it. وَأَكَلْنَا وَشَرِبْنَا, and then we ate and then we drank. وَحَمِدْنَا اللَّهَ, and then we make hamd of Allah. Okay, we make hamd of Allah. Okay, we thanked and then we because hamd is not just thanking. I've said this previously. Okay, it contains two things: madhun and then shukurun. Thanks and then madhun. Madhun is similar to like gratitude. It's close to gratitude. Okay. Walam yazal yakiful kitar, and then the train didn't stop standing. Bimana, it didn't stop. It kept standing. Walam yazal. When we say lam yazal, bimana, it kept. So if I say lam yazal ya'kul, someone is eating, continuously eating, I'll say lam yazal ya'kul. He kept eating. So this verb is like an expression. Okay. So lam yazal yakif. You can remember waqafa. Waqafa means to stop. Yakifu, stand, stopping. So walam yazal yakiful kitar. The train kept stopping. Ala al-mahattat. Okay. It kept on stopping on stations. When it get to this station, it stopped. They get to another station, it stopped. They get to another station, it stopped. That's what it's trying to say. Wayasiru. So Sarah, you can remember the Sarah. I told you Sarah means he moved or something to move. Sarah. Yasiru, it is moving. So this is the mudari, the present tense verb. Wayasiru hatta, and it going. Wayasiru, and it was going. Hatta wasala waqtu zuhri, until it was a time, or until the time of zuhr arrived. Okay, bimana, it was time for zuhr prayers. Fatawadda'na, and then we perform ablution. Bisur'atin, and then we perform ablution. Bimana, when this is an expression, let me highlight it. Bisur'a means fast. Okay, quickly. When you do something quickly, you say that bisura. Fa'altu kaza bisura. I did this with, it comes to me to show the speed at which you do something. Okay, bisura. It's an expression that we have been using day in, day out. Okay. Even sometimes the teacher will ask you to read, and then he will tell you that the teacher will just ask you to read. When you are about to read, he will say bisura. It means read quickly. Okay, so this means quickly. Okay, فَتَوَضَّعْنَا بِسُرْعَةٍ. We performed ablution quickly. Okay, in a quick manner. عَلَى مَحَطَّةٍ, the manner at the station. وَصَلْنَا الصَّلَاةَ السَّفَرِ, and then we prayed the salat of the safar. Okay, salat of safar, when you are traveling, you have a way of praying. Okay, the prayer has been made loose, in a very gentle manner for the one who is traveling. Okay, so صلينا الظهر, we prayed salat al-zuhr ركعتين, 2 rak'ahs. وسلمنا, and then we make taslim, bimana they make taslim. Okay, when you are concluding the prayer and you say Assalamu alaikum, that's what he means here. وسلمنا. وسافر أمين القطار, and then the one in charge of the qitar, he whistled. فركبنا سريعا. I like that. This particular, I like that. You see, he have brought sari'an. It's the same as bisura. Okay, bisura. Sari'an means quickly. Bisura also means quickly. Okay, they are actually from the same root. Just see here, sin, ra, ain. Okay, sin, ra, ain. You see, just addition of 1 or 2 letters here and there. Okay. Okay. I hope that is clear. So sari'an means quickly. Okay. وقال أمي, and then my paternal uncle said, لو كان القطار للمسلمين, if the train was for Muslims, لكان فيه مكان, there would have been in it a place, للوضوء والصلاة, a place for wudu, bimana performing ablution, والصلاة, and prayer. نؤذن فيه ونصلي جماعة, we will call the azan in it. Okay, ونصلي جماعة, and we will pray in congregation. Bimana, he's saying that if the train was for the Muslims, there would have been a place for performing ablution and then performing prayer, where they would have, bimana, called azan in it, and then they would have performed the prayer in a congregation. Okay, so that's what his uncle told him. وفي العصر, okay, bimana, when it got to Asr time, وصل القطار إلى محطتنا, the qitar, the train, وصل, arrive. وصل means arrive. إلى محطتنا, it arrived at our station. وكنت أطل, and I was peeping. So you see, من النافذة, and I was peeping through, or peeping, through the window. فرأيت هاشما, and I saw Hashim. وسعيدا, and Sa'id, على الرصيف, on the pavement. وعرفتهما, and I, arafa, the verb here is arafa. Arafa could mean to know. Arafa could also mean to recognize. I hope that is clear. So for example, Allah says, وَجَاءَ إِخْوَةُ يُوسُفَ فَدَخَلُوا عَلَيْهِ فَعَرَفَهُمْ وَهُمْ لَهُ مُنْكِرُونَ. The brothers of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, when they threw him into the well, and several years has passed by, and then we all know the story. When after a long time has passed, and he was now in Misr, in Egypt, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, and then the brothers went there to make some merchandise, to make some trade. They entered, and Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he was there. So several years has passed by, they couldn't recognize him. So Allah says, وَجَاءَ إِخْوَةُ يُوسُفَ فَدَخَلُوا عَلَيْهِ, when they entered upon him, فَعَرَفَهُمْ, he recognized them. Okay, so Arafa could come to mean recognize. It could also mean I knew, know. Okay, he knew. So Arafa, he knew. So if I say Araftu, I know. So if I say Law Araftu, if I had knew. لو عرفت كذا وكذا, if I had knew so and so, I would have done so and so. Okay, so arafa could mean know, and to know, arafa, he knew, it could also mean he recognized. Wa araftuhuma, so in this case I think the suitable thing would be I recognize them. وَسَلَّمْتُ عَلَيْهِمَا, and I greeted them. وَسَلَّمْ عَلَيَّ, and then they too, the both of them, they also greeted me. وَوَصَلْتُ إِلَى قَرْيَتِي, and I arrived إِلَى قَرْيَتِي, to my village. وَقَابَلْتُ أَصْدِقَائِي, and I met. قَابَلَ is to meet. يُقَابِلُ, he is meeting. Okay, so وَقَابَلْتُ أَصْدِقَائِي, and I met my friends. وَإِخْوَتِي, and then my brothers. وَجَعَلْتُ, so you see this جَعَلْتُ, it is coming to mean أفعال الشروع. Okay, it is coming as an among the verbs of the أفعال الشروع, right? In this case, it doesn't mean I make, it means I begin. You begin doing something. So وَجَعَلْتُ أُحَدِّثُهُمْ, and I begin informing them, telling them about news. حَدَّثَ, to give news to someone, to inform them thoroughly. Okay, you حَدَّثَ. You see the shadda there, it means to thoroughly. You don't just give him surface news. You sit him down and then you inform him thoroughly. Okay, you inform him into details. That's what we call haddasa, when there's shadda on it. Hadatha is just to, okay. But when the shadda is there, it increases. Bimana mubalagha. Okay, uhaddithuhum. Okay, hadith al-baladi, the news of the town. Bimana the town that he traveled to. Okay, the town that he has traveled to. Hadith, the news. Okay, wa ukhbiruhum, and I'm informing them. Akhbara means to inform. Akhbara, he informed. Yukhbiru, he is informing. So wa ukhbiruhum, and I was informing them. Okay, and I was informing them. This is talking about the past tense. So it literally means wa ukhbiruhum, and I am informing them. But this is a past story, you can say I am informing them. I was informing them. That's why I say I was informing them. بِأَجَائِبِهَا, with its strange things. Okay, when we see something is ajib, the thing is strange. Amazing. Okay, ajib, amazing. So بِأَجَائِبِهَا, with its amazing things. Okay, وَأَحْكِي لَهُمْ مَا رَأَيْتُ فِي السَّفَرِ. The verb here is haka yahki. Okay, to relate, to narrate something. Okay, we call it haka. He narrated. Ahki yahki, he is narrating or he is related. وَأَحْكِي لَهُمْ مَا رَأَيْتُ فِي السَّفَرِ, and I relate to them what I saw fi safar, in the travel. Okay, I think this is the end of this particular lesson. We have to pause here, and then inshallah we'll continue. We are going to have a new lesson, of course, in the next lesson. Maza tuhibbu an taqula is the subject of this particular lesson. Okay, inshallah, if there's any problem, you can let us know by contacting us. Inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا في حياتكم, وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم, ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.